Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul.
Chris Boswell, the kicker.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
We talked about it prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
On second down, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
On the pickup.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Geno Atkins got home that time. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
The ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Jalen Johnson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run with McFarland. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Sam Hubbard on the tackle.
But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Steelers' 44-yard.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Quarter with no score.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the cover.
On third down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On second down, here's Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
On second down now, McFarland. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, McFarland, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second
to throw here, Roethlisberger.
The Bengals 30.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Steelers.
Running with McFarland. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now a run with McFarland. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Steelers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Margus Hunt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Burrow on 1st down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal, 3-0. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Set to kick off.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
7-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far. And a loose football.
Burrow's pass. Complete.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
6-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 36, Roethlisberger. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On the ground, it's McFarland. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Steelers.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the
on 2nd down, McFarland. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
What's up, man?
Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll run with McFarland.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Anthony McFarland.
His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Able to find Higgins.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger.
He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And to throw again is Roethlisberger.
They'll check this down to McFarland.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves this down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard
throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Steelers 10, Bengals 3.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run here with McFarland. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's McFarland. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 25-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's good.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Again, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Right back to him on 1st down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On 2nd down now, McFarland, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and